Hi, I'm Jakira Black and this is another book haul. I have 3 new books to show you of my own, plus books that belong to my daughters Amy and Bethany, because obviously we share books. First off, I'll tell you where I'm at the moment. I'm reading J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beasts, the script play. I haven't got very far yet. My bookmark is a Book People magazine. Yeah, I go to expensive good bookmarks. I've been known to use toilet paper. So, okay. So, next up is the other book that I'm reading at the moment, or actually I'm listening to at the moment. It's an Audible book, so audio book. And that's Luminary by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It's science fiction. I don't know if you can see that. It's a science fiction story, people communicating in letters backwards and forwards. Trying to get it, you can't see. So yeah, I'm listening to that at the moment. I'm not totally impressed with it. I've heard a lot of good reviews and I'm not impressed at all. Also, I've just got another Audible book, which is Joseph Delaney's new Spooks, the Starblade Chronicles, The Dark Assassin, which is that, which I think you can see better because it's not so bad. Okay, so next up, I'm going to show you the other book that's mine, which was actually, I should have shown you at the beginning of December, but I mislaid it. It was underneath some stuff, so I never did show you it. So I'm showing you it now, and that's Grasshopper Jungle by Andrew Smith, and it's about the people fighting an army of horny, hungry, 6-foot tall praying mantises that only want to do 2 things. I'd not noticed the horny bit before. Okay, so I will be reading that with an open mind. Okay, so next up is there's a book here that's very tatty, because I think both my daughters have read this now. What We Saw by Aaron. See, it's so tatty now that I can't even read the name. What We Saw by Aaron Hartzler. Looks like that. I think this is I don't know, I think it's about a rape actually. Yeah, I think it's about a girl that's raped, I think. I can't remember this, but I think it's this one, so yeah. I will have a good go at this and see what I think. I do tend to go for science fiction and historical, futuristic stories, fantasy. I'm not so keen on sort of contemporary novels, but I do like ones where there's like a tragedy, and you know, because obviously, you know, it's interesting sort of thinking about how people deal with situations and stuff, and in a way it's like another world, because you know, you're viewing this, what could happen in the real world, and yeah. So that is one book that I'm going to be reading. Another book I'm going to be reading, and I actually have no idea about what it's about. Possibly angels, but then again, maybe not. It's the Fallen series, the first book, Fallen, by Lauren Kate. So I'm going to be reading that sometime soon. But I've got so many books to read. So I don't know when. Okay, so next up is I'm trying to find the ones that are older. Right, this is another one. This is by Rachel Hawkins, and it's Rebel Belle. And it's Harper Price, a peerless Southern belle, was born ready for a homecoming tiara. So, and then her destiny takes a weird turn, and she becomes a paladin, an ancient line of guardians with agility, super strength, and lethal fighting skills. So that sounds quite cool. I think Amy's read that. Don't know if Bethany has, but I think Amy's read it, and she's not said anything. Right, here's another book, Grave Mercy, His Fair Assassin by Robin Lefevre. I assume it's a female assassin, maybe. Yeah, trained as an assassin by the god of death, Ismay is sent to the court of Brittany, where she finds herself unprepared. So, that sometime soon. Let's see what else there is. Let's do this one. Okay, this is a female Dracula. No, it's not a female Dracula, it's a female someone or other. I can't remember who it is. Female Vlad the Impaler. So it's Vlad the Impaler, but as a female. I know Amy really enjoyed this, so I think that the chances are I will really like it as well. I like historical stories. This obviously isn't historical because it's, you know, the gender's been changed, but there's nothing wrong with that, and you know, it will probably be really good. It's by Kirsten White, so And I Darken by Kirsten White. Okay, next up is Three Dark Crowns by Kenda Blake. Three Sisters, One Throne, A Fight to the Death. So that sounds really, really cool. This is one book that Amy's just ordered and got sent here, and said I could read them before her because she's not back till March, I think. February, March, so probably won't get to them in time because I've got books to read. I keep doing dip to decide which one I want to read next. Okay, so next one, this is another one that Amy's ordered. Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi, who I think Amy said is the wife of Ransom Riggs, Thinky Children, Miss Peregrine's Home of Peculiar Children, so the wife of Ransom Riggs. I have a curse, I have a gift, I am a monster, I am more than human. My touch is lethal, my touch is power, I am their weapon, I will fight back. So that sounds really good. Okay, so next up is Legacy of Kings, There Is No Power Without Blood by Eleanor Herman. Royalty, magic, love, betrayal, it's in their blood. So I don't know anything about it because it was Amy that ordered it, and you know, Amy is, you know, I mean, me and Amy and Bethany do have quite similar tastes in novels. They go for a little bit more for contemporary than I do, but yeah, they do have similar tastes. So okay, this one is Morgan Rhodes, Falling Kingdoms, Choose Your Side. Three kingdoms battle for power. A princess must journey into enemy territory in search of a magic long thought extinct. A rebel becomes the leader of a bloody revolution. A sorceress discovers the truth about the supernatural legacy she's destined to wield. That sounds quite good. Perfect fans of Game of Thrones. So there you are. If you like games at Game of Thrones, then this is perfect for you. If you don't like games at Game of Thrones, I can't get past the fact that the winter's coming. It just makes me cold. Then it's still probably a really good read because, like, hopefully there won't be quite so much death in it and winter. Okay. So next up is Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Something I don't know what this is about at all. It says, I have stolen princesses back from sleeping barrow kings. I've burned down the town of Trebon. I have spent the night with Florian and left with both my sanity and my life. I was expelled from university at a younger age than most people allowed in. I tread paths by moonlight that others fear to speak of during day. I have talked to gods, loved women, and written songs that make the minstrels weep. My name is Kivolthi. You may have heard of me. I've not heard of him or her. Not heard, but I don't know if I actually like the sound of this. But look at the print, it's so tiny. Well, not that I have any problem reading sort of what's it, but it's like, that means that it's a monster of a book because it's 661 pages and it's tiny print. So it's going to take ages to get through this. I really, really need to get some picture books so I can get some. Actually, I'm not going to get picture books, but I'm wanting to get some mangas or something. I mean, my son has mangas, but it's not mangas I want. I can't even think what they're called. But yeah, I'm going to get some of them, I think. I feel like something a bit different. I'm sitting to the side here, aren't I? There. I was back in the middle. I was in the middle when I started. Okay, so this book is Flawed by Celia Ahern. One choice could cost her everything. And it's, she lives a perfect life. She's model daughter and sister. But then she encounters a situation in which she makes a decision and breaks a rule and now faces life-changing repercussions. She could be imprisoned. She could be branded. She could be found flawed. That sounds really, really good. Let's see what the book's like. Oh, it's just a normal cover. In the light it looks like it's blue, but it's not. It's just silver writing. Okay, so some more here. Okay, so next up, these are Bethany's books. Flawed is Bethany's book as well. And I've just got one more there. This is Frozen Charlotte even. Can't even pronounce the name. Dunvegan School for Girls has been closed for years, converted into family home. Teachers and students are long gone, but they left something behind. The girl with the room full of ancient dolls, antique dolls even. The girl that shouldn't be there. The girl that died. So this is going to be really creepy, and I like creepy. I do. It sounds like it's going to be really, really creepy. So I'll like that. The list happens every September. The list is posted all over school. 2 girls are picked from each year. One is named the prettiest, one is named the ugliest, and that's by Siobhan Vivian. So that sounds. I read The Duff last year before, and I really quite like that. So it sounds like the same sort of thing. I'm not sure about this one. It's I Was Here by Gail Foreman. Cody and Meg are inseparable, best friends for life. They knew everything about each other, or Cody thought they did. But how well do you know your best friend? What do you do when they choose to leave you behind? And I think, if I'm right, the best friend kills herself. So I'm not sure if I'll like this, and Bethany's shouting me and she's going to have to wait a few minutes before I finish this. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. I don't really like really sad stories. But I'm going to try and I'll see. So lastly, Amy got this because I've been on about this book and I really, really wanted to read it. And it might be the next book I read after the 2 that I'm reading. Because I really, really want to read this book. and it's The Forgetting by Sharon Cameron, and it's about this place where every so often, every 12 years, this city has the forgetting, where everyone forgets whatever's happened. So all they'll remember is whatever they've wrote down to remind them of what they've forgotten. Except for one girl, Nadia, doesn't actually forget. She remembers everything. So yeah, I really like the sound of this book. I mean, to be quite honest, the concept of being able to forget things at the moment is actually quite a big one, because there's quite a few things I would like to forget from the last 6 months. So yeah, but I really, really like this cover. It's like a really nice purple, and there's like, it's a tree with like gold leaves, and it's really, really pretty. But if I take the dust jacket off, look at this. It's so pretty. It's lovely. It's like that, and it's lovely, and it's like a purple cover, and it says, it's got gold leaves here, and it says, I am made of my memories. Which actually, I suppose I am made of my memories. That was an awful face then. So I'm going to be reading lots and lots more books. I am still planning to do a writing tip video about didacticism. I can't even say the word, which is teaching in books, so how authors should do it responsibly. But I want to make it fun, so I really need to do some free writing about it to bring out the fun, because I just don't want to just say don't teach or don't or be aware, whatever. But I actually want to make it fun, so I need to work out a way to do that. So yeah, maybe some games, or I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually ticking on ideas now. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week. Tomorrow I'm going to Palatine Library to meet some friends, and I'm going to start editing Shot in the Ice, which is my novel, one of my novels, which I want to get finished, the first draft finished, and get it edited, and then get it out there for hopefully people to read. It's about vampires in the Ice Age. So the beginning of vampirism. I am going to be reading. I do Twitter tips every day. Obviously I do more videos. I'm doing my masters, and today I went out and bought a new bookcase, so I'm going to be putting that together in the next couple of days. I'm putting all my books on my new bookcase, which will make me very, very happy, because I really need a bookcase, because I've got piles of books on my floor at the moment, which, like, you know, isn't particularly ideal. I'd rather have them all nicely placed in a bookshelf. So it's a big one as well. It's the, you know, the big tall ones, which was so fun to get home. I got a taxi and I was like struggling. I was like trying to get to the taxi and I was struggling to walk because I just couldn't pick it up properly. It was just so heavy. And the taxi driver helped me. So it's just as well. So yeah, I'm going to be putting that together and putting my books on it. And then I might buy another one and have 2 bookcases in here. I've got the smallest room in the house. That's not the bathroom, by the way. And I'm going to have 2 bookcases and a desk and a chair and a table by the side of my bed and a bed. Sardine. So yeah. So this is my book haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've got some ideas for books. I probably will have quite a few more books soon. I really need to get some read. I've read 2 so far and I'm on my 3rd and my 4th. But the week's ticking away and I need to get them read. So, okay. Bye.